Hello, America. Today I'm going to talk about Hillary's war on women. You're saying, wait, hold on, Patriot. Hillary doesn't have the war on women. The Republicans have the war on women. We hear that all over the place. Yes, you do hear it all over the place. And the Republicans are too stupid to use marketing to counter the lies. I'm going to give you a couple examples. Hillary claims again and again and again in this primary season for the political campaigning that Republicans are against equal pay for women. Where did she get that from? I don't know a single Republican politician anywhere at any level who claims to be against equal pay for women. Hillary's against equal pay for women because from what I've read, her own staff, the women get paid approximately 17% less than the men in equal positions. So this hypocrite discriminates against women in her own home. And yet she comes out and tries to claim that Republicans hate women. It's all a gender game. She thinks because she's a woman she can convince women that Republicans are evil, I'm the woman, you have to vote for me because of my genitals. If you do, you're just an idiot. Okay? A moron, a putz, an ignoramus. What else can I say? Oh yeah, I can say you're a bigot. If you vote for a woman based on their genitals, it's just as bad as voting for a person based on their skin color. And you're just as bad as a racist. But that's not the point. I handled that in another video. The point here is this stupid, false war on women. Republicans don't hate women. Republicans have every bit of support as anybody else for equality across the board. And I don't believe all the crap I hear about unequal pay for women. Not when you talk about the same job. In my experience in the corporate world, there are laws against this. There are laws against discrimination based on race, creed, color, gender, disabilities, blah, blah, blah. There are laws to protect people against that. You are not allowed to pay someone differently based on gender, just as the same as based on many other discriminatory factors. It's against the law. And it doesn't happen. In my company, where I work, I'd say there's probably just as many female directors, division heads, whatever you want to call them, whatever level of your companies, that there are males. And they get paid the same. I won't go into detail, but let's say I know they get paid the same. Is that an anomaly? Is my company an anomaly? Maybe. I don't think so. Now, what is true is that women tend to choose lower paying jobs. Why? Largely because they choose to be the stay-at-home parent. Now, when a man and a woman have a kid, one of them at least has to go out and work. Today, generally, both of them have to go out and work. But if one stays home to raise the child when he or she is very young, more and more today, the men are staying home. There are cultural views against that. When a woman stays home to raise the kids, that's fine. That's proper. When a man stays home, oh, what a deadbeat living off his wife. That's what you tend to hear. But because of those cultural norms, women tend to take more time off for that. And because of that, they don't have the same consistent sequential years in a job to work up the ladder. Okay, fine. Also, women tend to choose jobs like waitressing or working in a hair salon or, things like that are lower paying jobs, menial labor. Why? I don't know. There's waiters as well as waitresses, but you go into the average restaurant and you tend to see far more waitresses than waiters. I don't know why. Cultural norm. That's the way it tends to work. In general, who tends to become a professional football player more often, a man or a woman? A man. Who tends to become a professional in the ballet more often, a man or a woman? A woman. Culture. Now, there are women playing football, there are men dancing ballet. But the overwhelming majority goes one way or the other, depending upon the profession, depending upon, different factors. That's the way it is. That's the way human beings are. That's human nature. We're not all the same, but we do tend to follow certain patterns based on our gender, based on our race, based on our culture, based on our environment, based on all kinds of things. That's the truth. So women do often take lower paying jobs. So if you say the average woman is paid less than the average man, completely agree with you. Because on the average, women take lower paying jobs. If you say the average woman is paid less for the same exact job with the same exact number of years in and the same exact parameters as a man, I will say no. I do not agree with that. I think that is false. I think that is ginned up as miscellaneous propaganda crap on the left to badmouth the right. How do we know, if there is such discrimination, that Republicans are doing it and Democrats aren't doing it? If you have someone, just as I said, when Hillary hires her people, she pays the men more. There's an example of a Democrat discriminating in pay against women. How do we know overall that most of the Democrat business people don't discriminate more than Republicans? We don't. Does it happen out there? I'm sure it does in different places. Is it legal? No. Does it happen in any publicly listed company who are under scrutiny of the auditors and the SEC and everybody? I doubt it. Does it happen in small mom and pop shops? Yeah, probably. But, you know, I'm not sure if you can do anything about that. What you can do something about is stop this stupid, dishonest propaganda war blaming one political side against the other for being against women. That's just wrong. That's dishonest. That's a load of crap. So, if you believe it because you've heard it over and over again, I can see why. If anybody is told something again and again and again, if everybody in the scientific community got together and pulled a mass hoax on everybody and said, there are circumstances that are changing out in space and the sky is going to slowly start becoming red. And they said it over and over and over again and everybody said it and nobody rebutted it, a large part of the population would start looking up to the sky waiting to see red color. Now, that's stupid. Scientifically, it's not going to happen. But if you say something that is so clearly scientifically disproven, yet you say it often enough and consistently enough and don't get it denied, a lot of people are going to start believing it. It's like a mass hypnosis. It doesn't matter whether it's true or even logical. That's where the right is at fault. Their marketing sucks. They do not counter all of this dishonest political propaganda crap. When they say these things, these attacks that take root, that are completely false and politically based, they should be out in every corner screaming, no, here's the truth. The problem is, the press are liberal. The press don't want to cover the right saying, wait, this is wrong and here's why. The press are in the pocket of the left. And so understand that, this is another video too, they don't do news anymore. They do ideology based on their political views. They don't cover things that they should to be fair and balanced, because then you'd see both sides of a story and they only want you to see the liberal side. Not all, but on the average. So, Republicans have their work cut out for them, but they have to try harder. I see many, many talk shows where you have a liberal and a conservative. The liberal says this dishonest crap. The conservative does not counter it properly. Are they stooges? Are they hired by the station knowing that they're inept and they're going to make the Republicans look bad? I think so. That's my personal opinion. It's up to the RNC, the Republican Party, and all the Republicans at different levels of government to speak out and take control back and counter all of this miscellaneous, dishonest crap that they're attacked with. There is no war on women. It's all a load of crap that's meant to sling mud and make people hate Republicans and vote for Democrats.